Oh my goodness, it's an absolute miracle that I've been able to go live on here. It's not been our friend over the last week or so, and it's not been letting us go live. So hopefully whatever issue it had is now fixed, and we can talk to you live on YouTube. So it is Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. And obviously because it is Wednesday, as some of you may know, it's my day to do live videos across all social platforms, including YouTube. You lucky people. So today, unfortunately, I'm not feeling as positive and bright, shiny and bouncy as I normally do. I feel like I've been let down a few times recently, which is probably, diminished my sparkle a little bit. It doesn't help that the weather's a bit gloomier and the sun seems to have departed. So where was it? This week, potentially was it yesterday? I think Emily did a bit of a ranty video because a candidate had been quite rude to one of the teams and then had kind of lacked in any kind of understanding for what is going on in a wider scale or how we might be under cosh a bit at Fresh because a lot of people are looking for work at the moment. So I thought, well, whilst I'm feeling a little bit lower and a little bit more fed up than usual, I will do another grinding my gears video and live. I did one a few weeks ago and it's really nice to get it off my chest. It was, I think last time a customer had been quite rude to me over the phone and I drafted in the other members of the Fresh team to see what grinds their gears. And it was a really good cathartic process. So today I'm going to tell you about a situation that happened, how it made me feel, and I would really like your thoughts and opinions, if you wouldn't mind sharing them in terms of what your thoughts are on what happened, has it happened to you, and how would you deal with it, and kind of go from there. So I was contacted by someone that I've known for a while, but not been in touch with them for quite some time. They wanted to hire someone for their team, which is absolutely fantastic news. I'm loving it, especially at the moment when businesses are looking for new team members and they're creating jobs, especially in the local area. We had a great call last week, probably around 45 minutes, about his business, where it been, where it was going, the growth, the new person and the position that they would take and what that would entail. I gave him a bit of info about us and how we work because it's very different to that of a recruitment agency. And explained that we could offer him different options, and he said it sounded really, really good. What was the next step? So the next step from us is that I go and do a load of research because I need to know, can I guarantee to fill it because we make that promise at the beginning, and also how much time is involved in terms of days of effort from Fresh because that helps contribute towards the price. So we do a lot of research. I speak to job boards, get statistics on people applying to adverts. We look at on social media platforms, our networking channels, the database to understand how many people we can pull into the process to look at, to review, screen, get them to do personality profiling, get them sent over to the customer, and hopefully interviews, etc., etc. So there's a lot of time involved in that. And then I put it all on a lovely and engaging and visually appealing proposal, and we booked in a Zoom call for this Friday, just gone, so only a few days ago, so that I can do a screen share and almost bring it to life for them. So there's a lot of investment goes in from us, which is why at the time of the initial call or meeting, we book in the proposal call there and then, so we know when it's happening, everyone's committed to it, so we know how much time we've got to do the research and how much time we've got to create the proposal and when it's actually happening. So it's supposed to happen on Friday morning. So I was hanging around on Zoom waiting, and I give people 5 minutes because sometimes Zoom is just a pain in the bum and it just will not work and there's no rhyme or reason to it. So I dropped him a text just to let him know I was there. Didn't hear back, so I called him after 5 minutes and he's like, oh my God, Laura, I'm with a client, can we push it back? And I had 2 slots available that day, so we went with 1:30. So I was like, right, okay, that's fine. It would have been nice, I didn't say this to him, but it would have been nice if he'd let me know beforehand that it was going to be with a customer and needed to push it, because I could have done something else with that time, but you never know what happened with him. The client could have just walked in unannounced and he just had to deal with the situation then and there. So we'll always give people the benefit of the doubt. And then at 1:30 I was waiting on Zoom and he didn't show. Texted him again, waited 5 minutes, rang him, waited another 5 minutes, rang him again, and I thought he's just not coming, and I haven't heard from him since. which I think is quite rude. So this is where I would like your thoughts and opinions on it. And I just being really sensitive because I do feel like it's almost like he doesn't respect my time or value me and my time and the work that I've done that he asked me to do, that he's completely ghosted me. This hasn't happened for ages. And the last time it happened was a few years ago now. I was at the McDonald Tickletrout Hotel waiting for a networking contact for a one-to-one, and he never showed. And then I've never seen him or heard from him again. But I do believe he is okay and alive and kicking. So it's a really strange experience. So I did drop this guy a text yesterday. Said, hey, how's things? What happened on Friday? Are you all right? And again, I've not heard. So I don't really know what to do. Do I leave it? This is where I will draw on your experience, thoughts, and opinions. Do I just draw a line under it? It would be nice if he would contact me and say, I'm so sorry, this happened, can we rearrange? Actually decided I don't want to go ahead, or just let me know what is going on, rather than not knowing. And I suppose it all comes down to communication and to a little in terms of kindness, really, and empathy and understanding other people. Because I feel like this has happened a lot recently when I talk to people in my network, that when people get busy or they're under stress or they're dealing with clients, it's almost like everything else gets pushed or forgotten about. So we had a client recently, not recently, it was probably about 6 months ago now, and he just didn't show up to interviews. The candidates were there and he wasn't there, and afterwards I managed to get hold of him and he's like, well, I was with a client, I'm not going to leave a client to go and do an interview, which I don't necessarily agree with, but again, I didn't know the ins and outs of the situation. But what I don't understand is why people can't take the time to just text someone, drop an email. What does it take? 5 seconds, 10 seconds to just drop a text to us in that instance, or the guy from Friday could just text and say, I'm not going to make it. And at least I would know. I don't need to know why. It's none of my business. But it just needs to know that I'm not wasting my time. I've probably wasted 20 to 25 minutes on Friday just waiting on Zoom and trying to get hold of him and see what was going on, which I don't think is fair, but I would like your opinions on what would you do? Would you continue trying to contact him, or would you just take it that he's just not interested and leave it? But yes, I think that's it really. I mean, I go on about communication a lot of time because I don't think it's rocket science, and I don't think it takes a lot to be an effective and positive communicator. It's all about setting people's expectations and managing them. And if you can't make it and things happen, that is fine. Things change, things happen, situations arise that we just have to deal with. And I completely get that. But I don't agree that when that happens, that everybody else just doesn't matter, because I feel like everyone is equally as important as human beings and deserve to be treated with kindness and respect and be valued. So that is it from me. Answers on a postcard, please, as to how you would deal with that situation if it were or has happened to you. So I'm going to go and I will see you live on YouTube, or maybe, next Wednesday. But next Wednesday, I'll actually, hopefully be in Crete. So, lucky people, you might actually see some sunshine, but only on my video. Okay, right, I'm going to go now. But thanks so much for listening and everyone that's joined.